Today's horoscope and tarot from Horoscope Gemini, March 10, 2022. Transits boost cooperation and harmony with others today. Conversations might often revolve around you or frequently turn to you. Others are taking a particular interest in you. You are a little more open about expressing your ideas, but someone else, while communicative and interested, could be holding something back. Innovative approaches to your money or personal life can be especially successful. Still, the moon is balsamic, with a new moon occurring tomorrow, making it a better time to wind down rather than rev up. You're certainly feeling inspired now, but brand new endeavors or official launches should wait. For now, there could be a pleasant surprise along financial, home, or business lines. You might discover a new method or come up with a fabulous idea that frees you from a problem or heavy feeling. Insight into a practical matter, primarily financial, can come when you're not trying too hard. Taking a small step back from a problem may bring a natural solution, gently. Your interactions are likely to be fresh and invigorating today. Remember who you are. The sun governs your committed 7th house of agreements, compromise, and significant others, but it is in the process of approaching a charming sextile to your modern ruler, Uranus. Whether you're single or already romantically attached, chances are your perspective on relationships in the midst of a significant transformation, specifically when it comes to your individual freedom. Meanwhile, with both Mars and Venus dazzling your secretive 12th house of closure, dreams, and inhibitions, you're being called to go inward and find bliss in sweet solitude. Don't be discouraged if you've been keeping to yourself. Your rebirth is loading. How do you come across to others? With the moon now in your sign, you may be more aware of your presentation or first impression than usual. While it can be daunting to have the moon highlight aspects of yourself, it can also be illuminating. You can take note of the things you can edit or change accordingly to present better professionally. For example, you may notice how aspects of your word wardrobe could be updated to showcase your authenticity professionally. You could also use this lunation as a way to adjust your first impression with others too. The moon not only returns to your income sector today, but as a new moon, bringing the sun and moon together for what is an opportunity for a reset. As the sun and moon come together, this will create a lot of forward momentum, creating an opportunity for new beginnings and a fresh start. As the sun and lucky Jupiter move towards an alignment over the weekend, the timing couldn't be better. You're feeling a little crazy, so try out some impromptu performance art. Nobody has to see it. Singing in the shower or your car will do, though if you're in public, you might attract some very welcome attention. This period is all about transformation, something you will be particularly well adapted to do, using the positioning of the planets as a safety net to make the emotional changes you need in your life. Try to separate the chaff from the wheat, so to speak, and concentrate on the relationships that give you sustenance. Likewise, choose to eat what gives you strength rather than what takes away your strength. Getting enough rest is imperative when you are living life to the fullest. Be sure that you take the time to consider all the potential consequences and ramifications of your actions today. The essence of this day can see you so energized and raring to go that you don't take your usual amount of time to weigh everything carefully beforehand. If you rush into anything on this day, you're apt to regret it. Just slow down long enough to think and to talk with others about your ideas. This will be the most effective means of ensuring success. Over 2 months after Mercury returned to Aquarius for what is normally a 14 to 15 day chance to get your head in the game and around your options moving into your new solar year, this smart and intellectually savvy part of your chart has finally reached its last full day. In that time, your birthday month has come and gone, but with Venus and Mars having just returned to Aquarius over the weekend, there is still a need to keep your mind and your options open. The moon doesn't just return to your romantic sector just days after Venus and Mars return to Aquarius, but will move straight into a friendly aspect to the planets of love and passion today. In the middle of the working week, This is giving the spirit of romance a boost, while giving Mars something to channel his passions and fighting spirit into. Your tarot reading for today. Death, the Lovers, and the Devil. You need to take a breather, to pause and take time for yourself. In everyday life, you give too much of yourself to others and often forget your own needs. You are a very friendly person and full of good intentions, you give a lot to others, and often you forget about yourself. You are just as important as other people, so think about yourself and repeat, your number one priority is yourself. The cards show a period of profound well-being during the month of March, which could be the result of you becoming aware of how you manage your time. The character the cards describe is peaceful and thoughtful. They have evolved in several areas and are looking at the future with confidence. Do you recognize yourself in this character? Maybe not today, because you have not yet made the change necessary for your future well-being. But you will soon do so. You will put aside your past problems and can finally move towards a happy future. Your desire to always please others regularly plays tricks on you, and many disappointments in friendship or romance prove that this behavior is not good for you. A transformation is necessary so you can develop your life as you want. You have often thought about this problem, but because you didn't have a solution have kept putting it off until later. Well, later is now. The cards are giving you the opportunity to take the next step. Our eyes in the sky. Mercury turns retrograde today, and, as with all Mercury retrogrades, there could be significant miscommunication, technological issues, emotional meltdowns, drama, and travel delays. It isn't an ideal time to start a new project or sign a document. Sounds like fun, right? Nope. But not all hope is lost. This is the first Mercury retrograde of 2022, which is why we shouldn't overthink it. We just have to get through it, so we can start to enjoy the year ahead. It's imperative to make sure your email contacts, documents, and other important files are backed up and secure. There could be a system failure or miscommunication that sets you back a few days. The silver lining to all this is that when you do start saving all that information, you'll be able to go through old photos, emails, and docs, and discard the ones that are no longer essential. Basically, give your phone and computer a major detox. Because the Mercury retrograde commences at the same time that Venus is moonwalking, we can expect to hear from old lovers or exes. Also, we could experience relationship issues with current close ones, which won't be easy for anyone to get over. While we can trust our head to steer us in the correct direction, we should aim to be heart-centered in our approach. The next 2 days are an excellent time for starting things, but not for seeing them through if they require extensive planning or patience. Also before dawn, Leo Mars forms a square to Ceres in Taurus, activating a T-square with retrograde Jupiter in Aquarius. The opposition between Mars and Jupiter will be exact tomorrow. This transit presents a conflict between two fundamental human instincts, self-preservation and the reflex to protect those we care about. We believe others must submit to us so we can help them. If they refuse our help, we lose our purpose, so we interpret this as defiance, an insult, or a threat. If someone does permit us to assist them, we will make sure they don't forget it. Reminders of how giving and generous we are subtly imply that we are owed a debt of gratitude, which inevitably breeds resentment, making the other party wish they hadn't asked in the first place. We should monitor our actions closely today. Self-reflection is the only way to determine whether we are out of line or overstepping another's boundaries.